Hey guys, part 2, the two-part series of the Wukong gameplay, and I'm going to spend a little bit less time talking about the actual gameplay in this video, and more time talking about tips that I can give to Wukong, because like I said in the last video, he is fairly new, so anything I can tell you should help you improve. Now, like I mentioned right before the last video cut out, I want to talk about his items. The three key items, like I said last time, are the Philosopher's Stone, the Mercury Treads, and the Trinity Force. After you get those three items, you want to look at three things. Are you getting kills? Are you farming enough? And are you dying too much? And pretty much, if you get 2 out of 3, if you're doing the farming and the killing, then you can go ahead and get the BF sword. If you're doing the farming and the dying, then you want to get more defensive items, but getting a BF sword isn't necessarily a bad thing either. But if you're just dying and like you're struggling to catch up, then you want to get the defensive items. So I'm going to talk about the offensive items first here. You see me picking up a BF sword, and that's the best attack damage item in the game because it offers the most attack damage, and you can turn that into 3 other items. But I'm going to turn that one into a Bloodthirster. And that's a very good item because not only does it have all that attack damage, but it also has lifesteal, and lifesteal is really good on any melee champion or ranged champion for that matter. And plus, every time you kill minions, it improves, as some of you may not know. Now, another item that you'll see me get in this video is Black Cleaver. And that is for the attack speed and the attack damage, but it also has a nice passive on the item itself that reduces the target's armor by a certain amount per hit. Now I am gonna talk about this kill though, because Caitlyn barely got away here, and I saw her at the Tri-Bush ward, so I was gonna sneak up on her, and I didn't see her, so I was gonna go help Tristana out. And right there, I saw her, so I Nimbus Strike, and then I finished her off with the red buff. Which I always thought that was funny because she had no idea that was going to happen, so I kind of surprised her. But anyways, back to the items. Now the defensive items. The 2 most defensive items I can recommend are Sun Fury Cape, or Sunfire, not Sun Fury, and Banshee's Veil. Now the reason why I recommend those 2 items over items like Force of Nature, for example, is because both of those items have health. And even with my health quints at level 18 without any health items, I only have like 21,000 or 2,100. Not 21,000. That would be too much, but and instead of a Sunfire, if you really don't like Sunfires, you can build a Randuin's Omen. That gives armor plus the nice slow AoE slow. But I usually like building Sunfires because it gives you that AoE damage, and it will just help you with your DPS. And the Banshee's Veil is nice because it gives you magic resist, health, mana, and that nice passive shield. Plus, recently they fixed that catalyst so it still happens on Banshee's Veil, which is really good. But I'm already 18, so it doesn't really matter. Now, instead of a Black Cleaver, I was thinking that Last Whisper would be nice too, but I went for the Black Cleaver because I was doing really well here, and the more attack damage, the better I was off. So those are pretty much the items, and if you have a question or a suggestion on an item on Wukong, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and it will help not only me, but other people who watch the video, so that's always a good idea. Now, here's another good thing that you can see Wukong do. Look at how I barely escape. Just keep on moving, and my team sneaks up behind them, and they really pick off them because they chased me all the way to the tower. So, every time you have decoy and you're getting chased, you want to pop your decoy. Now, the funny thing here is, I really want to show you right here. Look at how much damage this Amumu takes before he goes down, and look at how well he's just kiting them around the tower and everything, and they're really taking a lot of damage. And I'm trying to get there as fast as I can, but unfortunately Mumu dies, and I can't do anything about it. even though I really want to. But the funny thing is, these okay, this team made a really big mistake. They were trying to go for Amumu when they should have been killing the tower, because Tristana was pushing bottom and she actually got the inhibitor tower, and they were too busy dicking around with Amumu. And there you go, you can see how good lifesteal is, because I totally, not only did I get a crit off of Trinity Force, but I also got a whole bunch of lifesteal off of her, and I was able to 1v1 her, even though she has a lot more damage than I do. Now, let me go in more depth about his skills. His crushing blow. What you want to do is you want to use that before you go in the Nimbus Strike, because that means your auto attack will do that much more, and then you want to pop Decoy right after that, because with Monkey King, the best thing you can do with them, right, is just to stay out of anybody's ray. Now you can see right here, I Nimbus Striked in, instead of like going in, watch me just kite these guys, and watch Amumu, see they're all taking damage with Amumu's AoE right there. And here I am, I'm going to go in again, do a little bit more damage, and they still want to focus me, so I'm just going to kite them more. And now, this is a key bush. I go in that bush, Nimbus Strike, and go the other way, as still they're taking damage from Amumu. And now they're starting to get lower than me, and that's what I want. Now, they realize that this is such a stupid idea, and they start running, so I come back in, and we get Taric. I chase down Taric, and I eventually get him. And I'm just waiting for Nimbus Strike, and then I Nimbus Strike out of there, and I use Decoy to catch up to him without anybody being able to affect me. Now Leona is here, and I'm going to try to cut her off, but instead of cutting her off, we should have just pushed. But thankfully Tristana is just working their base at bottom there, and she barely gets away in that bush. Now, the thing about Decoy is, most people use it just as a defensive, but it's pretty good in offensive fights too. If you decoy in the middle of the team fight and you disappear into a bush and reappear and you go on a different enemy, like for example, you'd want to focus the Caitlyn in this situation, but it really confuses your enemy, and the more you can confuse your enemies, the better. Now, we pick up Baron here pretty easily, and this Morgana, if she didn't have that black shield, it would have been a different story. And at this time, Tristana is engaging. It's funny. I don't know, the thing about Tristana is, oh, and this is stupid, I shouldn't have been chasing this Caitlyn, but she kept getting away from me, and I was really pissed off at this point. Well, not necessarily pissed off, but really annoyed that she kept getting away. But so I just decided, well, screw it, I'm gonna go chase her down and see if I can't do it. And I do catch up to her several times, but she always gets away from me. So I speed up the chasing thing because I don't kill her, which is unfortunate. Notice how I check every bush though, just to see if she's backing or blue pilling, and she gets away and whatever. But we have Baron and we're pushing, and this game is almost over. They really don't have a chance. They always, I shouldn't say that. They always have a chance if they get a lucky ace, but I'm not gonna let them get an ace. Now look how fast she went down. LeBlanc has such amazing burst, it's ridiculous. So pretty standard from this point on, we're just killing the inhibs, and then you see me go, instead of pushing out this way, I'm going to try to get top inhib, push the creeps out. Because when they get base like this, base locked, it's pretty much really hard to turn it around. I shouldn't say impossible, because nothing's impossible. Like one time I saw this guy, he was Ashe and he ulted from the pedestal. He ulted Baron and he stole Baron with his arrow, and they were able to counter that with their Baron buff, and they were able to push all the way and blow up their Nexus when all three of their inhibitors were down. And it was just one of those like, I give up on this game arrows, and it was, I gave them the win. So anything's possible in League of Legends. You just have to have the the morale to do it. Now, this game's over. Their tower's about to die. They can't do any damage to us, especially when Sona just heals us. But the funny thing is, Amumu gets that stun right there, and I slow this video down because look how close she is to the pedestal, and she's just about to get away, and I finish her off. I was so happy I killed her right at the end. And I finished with 10 kills. So, granted that most of the League of Legends game, you're not going to get 10 kills, but, you know, it was a good game. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any tips or suggestions or questions? That's always a good idea. Anyways, if you like this video, tell your friends, tell people you know. I will be doing many more of these gameplay videos. And let me know what kind of champions you want to see, because I play a wide variety of champions. Now, to give you an example of what kind of champions I play tank, I play range carry, I play magical damage, and I play physical damage. Now, the only type of champions I don't play are support. And the main reason for that is because I'm not the kind of person who likes to sit back and support your teammates. I'm the kind of guy who likes to get aggressive with the enemy team and fight them. Like, I remember I played this one game with Tariq, and I went so negative because I was used to just sitting in front doing all the damage, but that's not how Tariq is played. And besides that though, if you like this video, subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.